Ball.
We'll be in the 80s later this afternoon, but for now, 79 degrees at first pitch. Foul ball there. Now here's the pitch. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. This is line to left. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Tip your cap if you're the pitcher right there. That was a great battle. Couple of tough pitches. Offensive player able to work himself deep into the count. Pitcher on the attack, but chalk one up for the offense on that.
Digging in next will be Starling Marte, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Fried is a guy that's able to keep the bat off the ball. That's kind of the name of the game for a pitcher, and as a starter it really helps him work deep into games.
Matty V, one of the toughest parts about scoring runs is bunching 3 or 4 hits together an inning, and that's one of the things this guy does really well. He's tough to hit, and he's really tough to get 3 or 4 hits off of. That's one of the reasons why he's one of the better pitchers.
Swanson has a play. One away.
Batting third, the first baseman, Jesus Aguilar.
Now to the plate, Jesus Aguilar. First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball.
And set up behind the dish is Woody Keller, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Woody Keller, this is my nightmare. He likes to call a pitch above the zone, above the belt. I know guys say those are the pitches that go deep, but I'm telling you, if you're calling that high strike, it opens up a lot of room for the pitcher.
I agree with you, D-Roll. That's a tough pitch to get on top of and to put it in play. So if you're a pitcher right now, try to elevate in that top part of that strike zone.
Dickerson, base runner at first with 1 out. 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Took a good cut that time, but comes up empty. 2-2.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
Oh, double play ball to second. 4 to second for 1. Relay to Freddie. Double play, and that'll end the inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. And now the Braves will step up for their first opportunity to score. Sandy Alcantara gets the ball for Miami in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be exciting. This is one of the top young pitchers in the game right now. He keeps getting better. He keeps learning. And if he continues at this pace, this guy has a chance to be one of the more reliable pitchers in the game.
Digging in, Ronald Acuna. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Here it comes. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. A ball and a strike now to the Atlanta leadoff man. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
And he lays off again. Ball 3.
He's only 4 pitches in, but he doesn't look too sharp to start the day off.
The 3-1. A swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
Three-two pitch. Line hard toward right center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, this game's starting off exactly the way they want it to. Lead off single in the bottom of the first after their pitcher went out there and threw a donut on the board. Boys are flying around.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. His prior history versus this arm, he's gone 2 for 8. A ball and a strike now to the Braves first baseman. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses, ball 2.
2 balls, 1 strike.
No offer at that one. It's a cold strike.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
Just hung in there on that one. So a full count now.
Got to believe that runner from first is going to be in motion, especially in this situation. As an offensive player, just hit something hard because those defenders are going to be moving.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Full count still. Nobody out, runner on first. Reined in. Ready with the payoff pitch. And that misses for ball 4. And it's first and second now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Coming to the plate now, Marcell Ozuna. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Here's the first pitch to him. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Marte is there, and he has it for the first out.
Batting fourth, the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud.
Stepping into the box, Travis d'Arnaud. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's set, and the pitch.
Hey, this guy's got an 89-mile-an-hour changeup. There was a time when 89 was a pretty good fastball.
Ball and a strike.
So that's 2 pitches in a row above the belt. As a hitter, that's what you're looking for, especially when it's a day game and the ball is carried. That just wasn't a good enough pitch to hit.
Fouled away. First and second now, 1 man out. Drilled to the right side. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with 1 away.
Adapt and persevere. That's what I always said on the offensive side. Down in the count right there. Batter hits a ground ball the other way. He's able to fight off a tough count and get himself a base hit.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. Hard hit and deep toward the right field line. And that is off the wall. He's in at second safely as they take the lead with 2 runs scoring on the play.
Batting fifth.
We didn't have to wait long for the offensive fireworks in this one. 2 runners aboard, and he got a pitch he liked, drove it all the way to the wall to bring in a pair of runs, and they're still in good shape to add on with him at second now.
Dansby Swanson lining up to hit as he rips it on the ground to second. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
That grounder was hard hit, and sometimes the runner at third will have to hold on a ball like that, but he was off on contact, and they opted to take the out at first instead.
So stepping in, Austin Riley. And now the Braves look to put more across the plate in this opening frame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. The 0-1 pitch.
Ball. He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defender standing flat-footed for much longer.
The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Hitters count all the way here. 3 runs already home here. Popped up. Aguilar is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. We move ahead to the top of the second now. It's the Braves 3 and the Marlins nothing. Second inning set to go, and set to go is the third baseman, Brian Anderson.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First delivery to him on the way. Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left. And it's 1-1. Anderson tends to exploit left-handed pitching. Many hitters are better against opposite-handed arms, of course, but he's considered one of the best hitters in baseball in these types of matchups. In there, 1-2 now. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. Looking up is the center fielder. Gone to lead off the inning. So it's a solo shot to dead center, and the Marlins strike for a run. It's now a 3-1 ball game.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup, so a home run, a solo home run right here is not the end of the world.
And that'll bring in Garrett Cooper.
Garrett.
As he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. 1-0 pitch is a curveball. That looked good from here, but it's 2-0. And there's a swing and a miss. 2-1 now. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Line hard to the left side. Foul. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Still 2-2. Here's the pitch.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
One thing to take note of is how these last 2 batters have really driven up his pitch count. He's had to use 14 pitches already on them, and he's not even through this guy yet. 14 is near the top end of what you want to throw in a complete inning.
There's ball 4.
Well, when you go with a slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
So striding forward now, Miguel Rojas, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's set. Here it comes. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And that'll slice just foul at the last moment. Ball 1. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
Good job by the catcher to keep the ball from getting too far away and allowing that base runner to get into scoring position. That keeps the double play in order, which they need, seeing as they've already given up 1 run in this inning.
Now the 2-1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. On the move is Ozuna. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Batting 7th, the second baseman, Jon Berti.
Standing in, Jon Berti. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. Has a look, now the pitch. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
Behind 0-2 now. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
20-12, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Wallace.
Stepping in now, Chad Wallach, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. And he misses with it, 1-1.
1 pitch shy of 40 for him right now, and he's not even out of the 2nd inning of work. He's definitely not being as efficient on the mound as he'd like.
1-1. Down the first baseline, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Marlins get one back thanks to the solo home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's the Braves 3 and the Marlins 1. Bottom of the inning now, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Christian Pache.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Watches a fastball right there for strike one. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
The 2-1. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
You can bet they love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
Ready on 3-1. Here's the pitch. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
As if things aren't tough enough here playing in this hostile environment, he walks the leadoff hitter, and oh yeah, he's a threat to run every time he gets on base. Not the way he wanted to start this outing.
The pitcher, Max Fried, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. First pitch on its way. Tries to get the bunt down here, but this is foul, and we'll see if he tries it again. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And they'll indeed have the pitcher squaring around as he puts this one down. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
Well, he took a risk with the decision to throw to second instead of taking the sure out at first. Not sure if someone was yelling for him to go to second, but we know now it was the wrong call.
Striding in once again, Ronald Acuna. Second at bat here, he reached via a single to lead off the home first.
Not an easy thing to do when you're in a leadoff spot, but that was a good piece of hitting in his first at bat, an opposite field base hit, which leads me to believe that this guy's going to cover both sides of the plate.
From the belt, kicks and deals. First pitch curveball swung on and missed. Strike 1.
Hey, 2 options if you're standing on the bump right now. Have to find a way to punch this guy's ticket or roll a double play.
0-1 pitch on its way.
Ball.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2.
Boy, he center cut that fastball. It comes in the high 90s, but that's a dangerous location no matter how hard you're throwing.
Here now the 2-2. And this one's in the dirt. Throw to third, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Man, it was already a dicey situation with 2 on and no out, and then things get worse with the wild pitch there. So instead of a chance to turn 2, they've got runners on second and third, and a base hit will drive in a pair.
Hit hard up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. And the second run is in. It's now a 5-1 game.
You know, D-Row, hitting in the leadoff spot, you're not going to get very many opportunities to drive in some runs, but that's a big 2 RBI hit.
Yeah, when you see ducks on the pond, Dan, your eyes light up. I don't care if you're hitting first in the lineup or 8th in the lineup. You grind out in that bat and try and get the runs on the board for your team.
Yeah, but that's a big 2 RBI base hit.
Freddie Freeman is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. He drew a base on balls his first time up. The 1-0. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And that's through for a hit.
Looks like the pitching coach is going to come out and have a word with him. Don't like to see that in the second inning, but once he makes sure he's okay, words of encouragement the rest of the way.
And that'll bring in Marcell Ozuna as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here's the 0-1 pitch. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. First and second here with nobody out. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Dickerson going back, still ranging back. Gone! So a 3-run shot to left center as this is now a 7-run ball game.
Surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
Now the Marlins skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he'll make his way to the dugout here as they'll turn things over to the bullpen from here on out. Josh Smith is going to come on in relief now, and he may be asked to eat several innings as this game is just still really getting underway. Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball. 1-0. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Now the 1-0. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
Borderline pitch right there. But as a low ball hitter, you can live with that as long as the umpire doesn't give him north as well.
2 balls and 2 strikes now to the Braves catcher. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
I think he had his mind made up. He was swinging the bat and trying to protect before the ball even left the pitcher's hand. That pitch wasn't even close. He would have needed a flagpole to hit that one.
So up steps Ozzie Albies. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fouled off. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle. A little low. It's 2-2.
Playing 2-2.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
And he fouls this one off. He'll try it again, 3-2. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 3-2 one more time. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. But it bends just foul into the second deck. And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at bat. Digging in, Dansby Swanson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's the first pitch to him. Now the 0-1. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. And this is low. Ball 2. 2-1.
1 strike.
Ball even at 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And this one is gone. A home run. Dansby Swanson with a solo shot as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
So now to the plate, Austin Riley.
The third baseman.
As he'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-0 home is laid off for ball 2.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, I'll tell you, from where I'm sitting, it looks like he's starting to rush his delivery out there. Someone needs to remind him to stay back and let his arm get out front.
The 3-0.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
The 3-1. And a fastball misses there. Ball 4.
The center fielder, number 14, Christian.
Into the box now, Christian Pache. He worked a walk and came around to score in his first trip in this game. From the stretch, here's the pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. After it is Marte. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. All told, 10 men come to the plate here. 6 of them score. We've played 2 full. It's the Braves 9 and the Marlins 1. Top of the third set to get underway, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Josh Smith.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Skied into very shallow right. Acuna has to come in a few steps, but he has it for out number 1. Striding in, Corey Dickerson. He singled his last time up. First offering on its way. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. 1-1 to the Marlins leadoff hitter.
Playing 11.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Pitch on the way. Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound, and he'll lunge out of the crouch to make the play for out number 2. Here's Starling Marte. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he'll power in a fastball, that time at 94 for strike 1. Hard stuff on the corner, and he's got him 0-2 now.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull the trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Hey, this is a huge at-bat right here. This pitcher wants to end this inning and have 3, 4, 5 due up to start the next inning.
2 out, nobody on. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. They trail big. It's 9-1. And we're back for the bottom of the third. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves offense with their manager Brian Snitker during the commercial break. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the 3rd inning and posting a bunch of runs right out of the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Bottom of the third now, and next will be the pitcher, Max Fried.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. And he comes back with one in there for a high strike. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 home. Pulled toward right center field. Cooper moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
The right fielder, number 13.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that brings forward Ronald Acuna Jr. First pitch coming. Here it is. Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up with 1-1. And the pitch. Weak grounder down the first baseline. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting.
So next up will be Freddie Freeman.
Freeman.
First delivery to him on the way. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. A 1-1. This is in the air to left field. Dickerson will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Braves are set down 1-2-3, but they still hold a commanding 9-1 lead. Now at the plate, Jesus Aguilar as we begin the top of the 4th.
The first baseman, Jesus Aguilar.
Here comes the first pitch. Inside with the fastball. It's 1-0.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
1-1 now the count to the Marlins first baseman. High in the air out to center field. Pache is right there, 1 down. So here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Brian Anderson. And he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around. And the pitch. And a curveball drops in there for strike 1.
Boy, this guy's got it going on right now. He's executing everything. He should feel pretty good. He's retired 7 in a row.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Sinker misses, and it's 1-2 now. And now a pitch on the way. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
That's a good job right there. You very rarely see pitchers double up where they go a pitch inside. Normally they'll go back outside, but he followed that up with another pitch on the inside part of the plate.
A bouncer to the left side. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting.
Coming to the plate now, Garrett Cooper. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Now here it comes. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk. Coming right after him here.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. Miami down in order. They trail big. It's 9-1. Stepping in, Marcell Ozuna. He had that big 3-run homer in his last appearance.
Marcell Ozuna.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball.
The 1-0 is swung on and missed. Strike 1.
1-1.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Now batting, the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud.
Stepping in for the Braves, Travis d'Arnaud. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. First pitch on its way. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. Not where you want the changeup, but he gets away with it for a strike.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle center cut. Tough pitch to take.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
Oh, and he struck him out as well, so he's carving right through the heart of this lineup as there are 2 away now. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect, and when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Ozzie Albies is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. The 1-0 misses for the second ball.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to hump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Dickerson will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Braves, but they still hold a commanding 9-1 lead. Welcome back to Truist Park just outside Atlanta as we send it down to check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. All the way up and down the lineup, he said he's seeing swings break down and result in soft contact. He said some of that is pitch selection, some of it is poor swing mechanics, and some of it is a lack of focus. But either way, the message down here is that they need to find ways to make adjustments in the box, guys.
Thank you, Heidi.
The shortstop, Miguel.
Up next from Miami, Miguel Rojas comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning. Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. And now a pitch on the way. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. To 2-2 now.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2. Grounded up the first baseline, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Striding into the box, John Birdie. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a ball, 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. And it's fouled away. It's 1-2.
Take a step back right here. After 3 fastballs in a row, there is no chance he throws you a 4th.
Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. On its way is pitch number 75. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Standing in now, Chad Wallach. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. He'll try again. 1-2. Had him fooled there as this is lifted in the air out to left center and shallow. Swanson has got it, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. They trail big. It's 9-1. And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. Comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
That last at bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
50th pitch of the game on its way.
Ball. Ball, inside.
He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor. 3-1.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Grounded back up the middle. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Stepping in, Austin Riley. Well, the reliever remains in the game here, having pitched very well, but this is a longer outing than what he's used to.
It is, Matt, and I really tip my cap to him for gutting this thing out right now. On the other side, I worry they're being a little bit too greedy by leaving him out there. There are options left in the pen, and it would be a shame if all his hard work got undone because he started making some mistakes in location due to fatigue.
There to take it is Marte for the first out. Settling in now, Christian Pache. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far.
Pache.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
No.
Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. Runners on the move for second. Strike taken to throw. In time as he just gets the tag down.
Well, in my opinion, this one all came down to the catcher's footwork on that throw. That was just perfect. You have to use your feet to get your body into a good throwing position for an accurate throw. He did it just right, and he nabs another base runner.
Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Dickerson's there. And that's the third out. So no runs on one base hit, no errors, and no one left on. 5 innings complete. It's the Braves 9 and the Marlins 1. Jorge Alfaro, top of the 6th.
Number 38, Jorge Alfaro.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0.
1-0.
First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Three and 0 now.
Ball 3 to a leadoff hitter that can run. Not the greatest way to start this right here. I think right now you really have to start pouring some pitches into that strike zone.
Alfaro in front, 3 balls and a strike. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
Swing and a liner. Foul. The 3-2 pitch. Ground ball, foul down the left side. Another full count pitch home. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the 6th.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Corey Dickerson. 1 for 2 with a base hit back in the first inning of play. From the stretch. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike. To 1-2 now. From the stretch. In the air out to left. Ozuna is under it. 1 down. Here comes the Braves manager out as he'll take that slow walk toward the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. He'll wind up lasting just 1 out into the 6th inning, but he'll leave with the lead and was effective in this one. Bryce Wilson enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning. Starling Marte will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and 1 away. From the stretch.
0-2.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2.
Ball one. Plain 12. 1-2.
Runners on first with one down. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
He started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out. Ready for another chance? Jesus Aguilar. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. A runner on first with 2 away. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
Good fastball there. Didn't get the swing, but the guy at the plate isn't someone who chases many bad pitches.
Now the 2-0 home. Outside and low, 3-0.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
2 out with the man at first. And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
Up next for the Marlins, the third baseman.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Brian Anderson. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First delivery to him on the way. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
2 down, runners at first and second. Fouled away. Now the 1-1 pitch. Pops this one up. And no, they can't get there. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. This one's down to third. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first will be in time. Marlins strand a pair. They trail big. It's 9-1. Ryan Stanek gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. In now, Bryce Wilson. He's getting his first plate appearance of the game here in the 6th.
The pitcher, number 46.
He's set and the pitch.
Ball.
The 1-0 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
Woo-wee! That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
The 1-1 makes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike 2.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Acuna digs in now as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Stanek, a former Tampa Bay Ray, he was acquired via trade last year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. After it is Marte. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Standing in, Freddie Freeman. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB. Wouldn't mind the pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against him.
A 1-0 delivery.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
The 1-1 home.
Focus. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Fouled off. 2 out, nobody on. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
And I'm sure that one stings a little bit. The best revenge he can get for his pain is to find a way to come around to score. We'll see if his guys can move him around the bases.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. He was sat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he fouls this one off. A runner on first with 2 away. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. But this will land untouched. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. In the dirt here. And he is in there. They couldn't get him at second. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
Well, the intent there with that 2-strike pitch was obviously to get him to fish for something he couldn't do a whole lot with. But there's the risk that comes with that as well. If you don't execute or your catcher can't handle it very well, you give up free bases.
The 1-2 is high and outside for a ball.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
Swing, and he puts a charge into this one. High and deep, and you can't forget about it. This ball is gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, his second of the game, as this lead got even wider.
Now batting, catcher, Travis.
At the plate, Travis d'Arnaud. As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Ready with the 1-0. That's by him for strike one.
His heater's got some late ride through the zone. A lot of late swings right now. You're only going to get to that pitch if you get the front foot down early.
Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
This hitter right now looks overmatched with a fastball. I think you go right back to it.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Travis d'Arnaud with an even 2-2 count now.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
Here now the 2-2. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Another 2-2 offering. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. Travis d'Arnaud with the solo home run as the blowout continues.
The batter, number 1, second baseman.
In now, Ozzie Albies. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Albies with a 1-1 count now.
Hey, this is one of those tough outings as a reliever. Just have to keep throwing strikes and believe sooner or later this inning's going to turn around.
The 1-1 pulled toward right center field. After it is Marte. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. We're through 6 full. The Braves lead it 12-1. Seventh inning ready to roll, and next it'll be the outfielder Garrett Cooper.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
1-1 is taken for ball 2. Hit high in the air down the right field line. In there, a base hit. Now this will rattle up against the wall. Throw into second.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
Into the box, Miguel Rojas. Fly ball out toward left center field. Ozuna giving chase. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away. Digging in to try it again, John Birdie. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Birdie.
From the stretch.
Ball inside.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
A man at third with one away. Up around the letters with that one for ball 2.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. So a 2-run homer down the line in left, but they're going to need a few more here as they're still well behind. That's dinger number 6 on the day between these two lineups. I feel like I'm watching home run derby here, guys.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And no one can get there. He'll try it again. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
2-1.
Still only one out in the inning. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Acuna is there, 2 down. Matt Joyce will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Hitting for Miami. Number 7, Matt Joyce.
And he lays off there, 1-0. But a foul ball. Here's the 1-1 pitch.
No. All 3.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Hard ground ball. Defense played him perfectly. Albies brings it in. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. Braves lead this one 12-3. Richard Blyer comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Last half of the 7th here, and that'll bring forth the slugging shortstop, Dansby Swanson. Here's the first pitch to him. Warming up now in the pen is Pat Venditti, the man famous for his ability to work both right and left-handed. The 0-1 delivery. On, he pops it up. Here comes the right fielder, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Into the box now, Austin Riley. As he'll take a look at ball one. No hits to this point. A ball and no strikes. Here it is.
Lane 11, 1-1.
Squared that one up just a little late. A runner at first with no outs here. Ground ball sent back up the middle. He's got it to second for one. On to first, and they get the double play.
The center fielder, number 14, Christian Pache.
So base is empty now after the double play, and that'll bring forth the rookie outfielder Christian Pache. First offering on its way. A ball and no strikes.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there, that cutter inside, and that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
Hard hit ball to second. Scooped up. Throw over to Aguilar at first will take care of him to end the inning. One hit in the inning, but no one left. Eighth inning coming up. The Braves on top, 12-3. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Corey Dickerson. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered one hit to the top three guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball 1. 1-0.
The 1-0. Slapped hard the opposite way. And a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game. With that, the Marlins get a good start to the inning with their leadoff man aboard.
Now batting.
I know the score's out of hand right here, but I've never met a big league ball player that's going to give away an at-bat in any game ever. Nice piece of hitting right there, staying within yourself and grabbing you a knock.
To the plate now, Starling Marte. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a liner. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0, he's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel to the ball, and this is one of those guys.
Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Chris Martin will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Adam Duvall is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Center field and batting 9th, number 23, Adam Duvall.
Stepping in now, Jesus Aguilar. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0 delivery. None out, runners at first and second. And it's fouled away. Martin, 33 years old. He was a 21st round pick back in 2005.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. Heading out towards shallow right. Acuña's there for it. He's got it one away. Digging in once again, Brian Anderson. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Awesome execution right there. Great pitcher's pitch and an excellent job to get ahead in a tough spot.
Inside with the sinker, and that'll keep him honest at the plate.
He went deep earlier, so that might have been a little bit of a message they were trying to send to get him off the plate. At the very least, they're clearly trying to get him from getting his arms extended again.
And he misses 2-1. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
There isn't a hitter alive that doesn't love hitting in fastball counts like 3-1. It's usually a pretty fruitful count in terms of getting a pitch to drive.
Full count now. Ready now with the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Now back
at the plate, Garrett Cooper. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
Fouled away. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. And that misses. 2-2. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Don't touch that dial or the remote for that matter. More on the show right after this. Stepping up now, number 23, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. The pitch. A 1 pitch on its way.
No, that's outside.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Dickerson has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
The right fielder, number 13.
One away for the Braves here in inning number 8. And that'll bring up the always dangerous Ronald Acuna Jr. He's set. Here it comes. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1.
No strike.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. That evens it up, 1-1. And now time is called as a beach ball has made its way out into left field here. Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
Got him to chase out of the zone that time. Ronald Acuna goes down for out number 2 in the bottom half.
Freeman.
At the plate now, Freddie Freeman, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call. 2 out, nobody on. And oh, that gets him on the mound. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They lead it big, though. It's 12-3. Stepping into the box, Miguel Rojas starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Here comes the first pitch.
Ball, go.
The set and the 1-0 pitch.
Ball. 2-0.
Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball. The 3-0 is looked at for the first strike. Yeah. Oh, it's off the third base bag. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And he will reach it first, but it's very possible that he might have had 2 bases there had that ball not hit the bag.
That's the cat and mouse of the game right there. You find yourself count leverage. You think you're getting a heater. He throws an off-speed pitch and you're still able to execute. That fires me up right there.
At the plate, John Birdie, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. And he lays off for ball 1. Nobody out, runner on first. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. From the belt, the pitch. Swing and a line drive. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. One there.
The catcher, number 17.
Stepping up to the plate, Chad Wallach. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Cut fastball inside, ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
Two-0 count, the pitch.
Ball, that's down.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. And that's in there, 3-1. And there's a called strike at the knees as he was hoping for a base on balls there, but it's a full count now, 3-2. Fouled off.
Great job by the pitcher right there to put him in the proverbial rocking chair. Slowed him down, sped him up, slowed him down. Let's see where he's going now.
And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
He's going to be pretty upset with himself about that 3-2 pitch. All you want to do in that count is make a competitive pitch, but that one wasn't even sniffing the zone, and he let him get away.
Jazz Chisholm will get the call to pinch hit here, and he'll find he has a couple of runners aboard with only 1 out in the inning. That one catches the edge of the zone, called a strike. Chisholm, a native of the Bahamas. This is his first year at the big league level. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Count remains at 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
On the mound, he's thinking, grab some pine, Rook. Listen, for almost everyone, the adjustment to hitting big league pitching is a big one. Some guys have success when they first get called up, but as soon as teams start figuring out how to get you out, that's when the learning process really starts.
In now, Corey Dickerson. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Pause, now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon. Miami down to their last strike. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but on hit right now, I'm still sitting on that heater.
Now a crowd of 31,000 plus come to their feet. Count still at 1-2. 2 down, runners at first and second. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Albies picks it up. Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over.
This was just a nice win for these guys. They did most of their damage in that big second inning and did what they had to the rest of the way to secure this win.
12-3 is the way this one ends. The Braves played in an even dozen runs to come out on top today. Max Fried is the winning pitcher of record. Sandy Alcantara is slapped with 8 earned runs as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 58 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Braves and everyone at Truist Park, we'd like to thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely. Thank you.